Hey, what's up guys, it's Apollo Uchiha here, back with a new short movie. The name of the short movie is What If Naruto Was Trained by Akuma. It is an unscripted movie as well. Now before continuing this or saying anything else, I would like to say to you guys that I am doing my research on your suggestions. I know it's taking quite a lot time, but I'm trying to memorize the important stuff which will be relevant in the story later on, and other than that, if I'm not responding to your comments, it's because I was sick and the comments are getting more and more, and I'm having a hard time responding to each and every one of your requests. And other than that, replying to your comments. Yeah, I hope you don't mind. And other than that, I will be putting up an idea in the community tab later on, so you might want to check that out as well. Other than that, if you haven't, then please do leave a like and subscribe to my channel if you like the content of this channel. And without further ado, let's begin with our story. Story begins 6 years later the Kyubi attack in Konoha in Osato, and it was nighttime in the village. It was raining heavily. As we go at a corner of a village in which Uzumaki Namikaze household is situated. Outside the household, in a heavy rain, we see a child standing at the door. His hand clenched into a fist was on the door, while his lips were thin. Tears were rolling down his eyes and mixing with the rain before they fell to the ground unnoticed by everyone. As his lips turned into a snarl, I had enough. If they don't want to take care of me, they want to willingly ignore me, then fine. I disown them. I don't need them. I am fine by myself. At that day, 6-year-old Naruto realized one thing. He was, all by himself, the only being he can trust in this whole existence was himself. He turned around on his heel and marched away from the house. Why was he saying these things? Why did he leave? You see, he wasn't the only one born 6 years ago. He had a little brother who unfortunately became the Jinchuriki of Kyubi no Kitsune and became the hero of the said village. His parents beamed in their son's glory while they forgot about him. Naruto, being the oldest son, soon became nothing less than a shadow of his younger brother. He wasn't jealous, he was proud of his brother, but he was disappointed in his parents. They forgot about him. He was also their son. Whenever he tried to interact with them, they will always ignore him. They will say that he was a big child and he had to take care of himself. They had to focus on him, his little brother, Menma. They left him alone. And that disappointment turned into sorrow. And that sorrow turned into jealousy. And that jealousy grew hatred and anger for his parents and for his brother. And it was the last straw that they pulled on the night Naruto was locked outside in a heavy rain. He left. No one knew where he had gone except for one Anbu, as he was following him. We go towards Naruto now, as he was dashing outside the village in heavy rain. At the gate, he was stopped by an Anbu. The said Anbu had silver hair and an Inu mask. Kakashi-ni-san, please let me leave. Naruto, where are you going? Please, let's just go home. Let's go to your home. That place is not my home, Kakashi-ni-san. They willingly locked me out. They forgot about me. They don't need me. Naruto, I know you're being jealous of Menma. I'm not jealous of him. I'm disappointed. I'm disappointed in them. I'm disappointed in him. They all willingly forgot about me. Like I'm nothing more than a bad memory, a stain in their family name. So I'm doing them a favor by moving out of their way. I have already disowned them. I don't need them anymore. I don't need anyone. I'm fine by myself. Kakashi sighed. He knew what he was about to do was stupid, and if his sensei ever found this out, he will have an earful from his sensei, and God have mercy on him. He didn't even want to think what Kushina would do. Naruto, you know you're going to get me in trouble. Naruto's eyes widened. Here, take this. I know it is stupid to let a 6-year-old go, but I have seen how you are treated, like an outcast inside your own house. How the whole village sees you as a disappointment. But I don't. They are ignorant. And as for my sensei, he's a hypocrite, I guess. He always taught me that those who abandon mission are trash, but those who abandon their family and comrades are worse than trash. And what makes him then, if he abandons his own son? I don't even want to talk about it. Here, it's all my savings. You can take them and go. It will last for 2 to 3 months if you spend it wisely, Naruto. Now go, make your own destiny, Kakashi said with an eye smile as Naruto smiled, tears running down his eyes as he dashed outside the village. As another Anbu landed near him, it was a female with purple hair. Her name was Yugao Uzuki. Was it wise, Kakashi? Taicho. Should we inform Kushina sensei or Minato-sama? No. It is their fault that Naruto left. Such a young child, full of potential, and yet they didn't even break an eyelid to notice him. It is their fault, and we have nothing to do with it. I only showed him the way. He's going to be someone great one day. Yes, that he is, Taicho, but I'm worried about him. He's just a little kid who might be jealous and disappointed in his family and throwing a tantrum, but Naruto isn't throwing a tantrum. Yugao, for 6 years, from the day he was born to this day, he endured. You know what today is? Today is his birthday, October the 10th, and he was locked outside in heavy rain by his own parents. Do you know what must be going through his heart, his mind? He disowned them. He has enough of them. He's fed up with them. He's fed up with this village. May God bless his soul. We have made a huge mistake, Yugao. The village has made a huge mistake. My sensei and your sensei has made a huge mistake in letting him go. And let's just hope that this mistake doesn't come back to bite them in the ass. Yes, Taicho, let's just hope. But I'm just worried about him. So am I. But I know Naruto is a tough guy. He will be the one who will outlast each and every one of us here. Itachi said before he and Yugao left with Tenzo, who arrived to tell them that they had a mission. Back with Naruto, he was dashing outside the land of fire now. For 1 week straight he traveled. He was quite scared that his father might find out and sent some of his Anbus to find him, but he was relieved and disappointed. Relieved that nobody came after him, disappointed that he didn't even notice that he was gone for a whole week. That proved his point. They didn't need him. They all saw him as a bother. As Naruto was about to walk out of the land of fire, he bumped into a traveler with gray uniform. Watch it, kid, where you're going, or you might get hurt, said a man with a heavy voice. Oh, Gomen, Naruto said, as he picked himself up and dashed away. The man stood there, watching the kid go. As we see Naruto turn into an alleyway inside the capital of Land of Fire. He wanted to find a place to stay in. It was getting dark. As he turned into an alleyway, it was blocked. Before he turned around, he heard snickering. He turned around to see 3 men with swords. Well, what do we have here, folks? A kid, all by himself. Hey kid, tell you what, if you give us everything you have, we might let you go free. I don't have anything. The poor kid doesn't have anything. Nay boss, what do you say we sell him to the slave traders? It might fetch us some good money. Oh, that is a nice idea indeed. What do you say, Ken? Yes, boss, we should do this. As the 3 men chuckled, extracting their swords, they marched towards Naruto. Naruto looked around to find something for himself to defend with. He found a brick. He threw that brick with all he had. The brick landed on Ken as the brick went straight towards his forehead, knocking him out. Naruto's eyes were wide. Did I do that? You bastard, you're going to pay for that. As before the sword could strike Naruto, Naruto shut his eyes, but the strike never came. He opened his eyes to see the same man with grey uniform that had he bumped into him. Pests. Everywhere I go, I have to clean pests like you. You did a good job, kid. You got guts. Tell you what, why don't you become my disciple, my discipline? I can teach you the ways to fight, to protect yourself. What do you say? Would you really teach me? Why not? I'm old, and I will die sooner or later anyways. I might want to pass on my teachings and my taijutsu. Is this what it's called here? Yes. Hand-to-hand combat. I know, master. Oi, quit ignoring me! Yeah, I know. The man put his fist in front of the man. With 1-inch punch, the man and his goon was sent flying back out of the alleyway. They got off coughing huge amount of blood as they dashed back inside. Persistent, aren't we? As the man clenched his fist together, as he both extracted outwards later on, Hadouken! A red energy blast was shooted out of his hands, engulfing both of the men in fire as they burned in agony. Let's get out of here, kid. As Naruto and the man get out of there. I didn't get your name, Mr. Akuma. Demon? Yes, it is the meaning of my name, but I like the way it is represented with kanjis, Akuma. Okay, Mr. Akuma. No, I'm your teacher from now on. You should address me as such. Hi, Akuma-sensei. Good. Back in Konoha Gakure no Sato, we see Minato sitting in his office. He was doing paperwork until Kushina bursted inside from the front door. Kushina-chan, is everything alright? No, Naruto. It's been 3 weeks. He hasn't returned home. I can't find him anywhere. I tried to sense his chakra inside the village, but I can't find him anywhere. Minato's eyes widened. Naruto? Oh my god. I haven't seen him for 3 weeks as well. Now you tell me about it. Wait, Menma. Yes, Anbu. As Parrot Anbu came down. Summon Menma from Academy. I want to talk to him. As after 10 to 20 minutes later, Menma came. What is it, To-chan? Why did you call me here? I was in a class now. It was boring anyway, not that I mind. Menma, enough of your rapping. Have you known where Naruto went? Menma's eyes widened. Naruto? Last time I checked, he was home. In his room. Menma, it has been 3 weeks since Naruto has entered or left home. He hasn't been there in the first place. I have checked his room, everywhere he went, and not only that, I have searched throughout the whole village. I can't find him anywhere, nor his chakra signature. Menma's eyes widened. It can't be possible. He has to be home. I'm sure I saw him. As Kyubi then spoke, wrong kid. You didn't saw him for 2 whole months. You ignored him. I never. Yes, you did. And so did your parents, and now you realize. Poor soul. Might have been dead, captured by your enemies, sold to slave traders. Shut up. Menma said out loud, as his parents were surprised. Shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up! As red chakra bursted out of him. Oh no, the Kyubi, said Minato, as Kushina came in front of Menma and restrained him with her chakra chains, as Minato formed a small chakra paper with the kanji of Siyu and slapped it on Menma's back neck. Unconscious, rendering him unconscious, as Menma fell in Kushina's arm limply, as Minato and Kushina looked at each other. Oh my god. What the hell was that? We have to worry about that later. First we must find Naruto. As QB inside the mindscape was laughing. Everything has been set into motion. Soon, the prophecy will come true. But not the one you wanted, father. The one I want. The one I deem necessary for these ninjas. They abuse your chakra. I will take that away from them. One way or another. The QB smirked, his eyes glowing red, before it closed. As we go towards Uzumaki Namikaze household, as Anbus have been summoned there, as Kakashi and Yugao's team has returned and they were there as well. Kakashi, you're here. You are here as well, Yugao. Good thing. Have you seen Naruto? If you haven't, then please help us search for him. Actually, he left the village 2 months ago, Sensei. I don't know where he went. He might be across the land of fire by now. You knew? Minato said, and why didn't you tell me? You never bothered, Sensei. You were a hypocrite. You told us those who abandon their comrades are worse than trash. Then you abandoned your whole family, your own son. What does that make you? Same could be said for you, Kushina, Sensei, said Yugao. You told me Uzumaki value family over everything, and yet you willingly ignored him. The sorrow in his eyes, I can still remember. It haunts me. No child should be going through that sorrow. Seeing his own family ignore him willingly, playing in front of him, doing things that a normal family should do. It hurted him to no end, and at the end he disowned you all. He left. Kushina and Menma were devastated. They pushed their brother and son to that limit that he left. You wanna know what the funny thing is? He left on his birthday, October 10th, 2 months ago. But it was raining that day, Menma said. He was outside. I saw it with my own eyes. He stood there for 2 whole hours, banging in heavy rain at your door, until he finally snapped and lost his will. He gave up on you, like you did for him. We never gave up on him, Minato said. We were trying to protect him. His chakra levels are lower than Menma. So are other shinobis, Sensei. Heck, mine were lower than Naruto. He has more chakra than me when I was his age. And look at me now. I am an Anbu captain. What could have happened to Naruto if he was trained properly? But we had to train Menma. His destiny. Fuck his destiny. That bullshit of a prophecy that Jiraiya told you is nothing but false. The dogs gave me a prophecy, but it was different. A demon born from hatred and jealousy will emerge and take away the chakra. He will not kill those who have wronged him, nor he will shed blood of innocent. He will only take away what is precious to them, their energy, their pride, their chakra. After hearing Kakashi's words, Menma, Kushina, and Minato's eyes widened. But that's impossible. There was only one prophecy. Why don't you go and ask Gamamaru-sama himself? As Minato's eyes widened, why didn't he never ask Gamamaru or the toads themselves about the prophecy? He only heard it from Jiraiya himself. Something clicked inside of his mind, and he had a terrible feeling about it. He just hoped that his gut feeling wasn't true. On the other side, while this was going on, outside the land of fire, 2 figures were traveling. One was Akuma, while the other one was Naruto. So the first step is meditating, Naruto said, looking towards Akuma, who nodded. Hi, you have to meditate. Fight your inner demons. Embrace them. Become one with them. Or, better yet, become a demon that even your demon fear. Is that how you became so powerful, Sensei? That is right. I meditated, fought with my inner demons, embraced them. If I couldn't, I defeated them, made them kneel in front of me. I became Akuma. And made them fear me. You have to carry on my legacy, Naruto. You have to be the next Akuma. Hi, Sensei. I will. Good. I do not know what you will do in this world. What will you accomplish? I, for one, do not care, nor want to care about that. It is your destiny that you do what you have to do. Whether it is revenge, destruction, or total chaos, it is up to you. I just want you to be my successor because I saw potential in you, kid. Hi, Sensei. I will not let you down, I promise. You better not. As both of them traveled to the forest to start Naruto's training, which for one word Naruto could describe, hell. Back in Konoha, backyard of Namikaze Uzumaki estate, Minato and his family stood there as Kamabunta had been summoned. Huh? Where am I? The fuck, Jiraiya? Why did you summon me? Kamabunta-sama. I was the one who summoned you. Huh? Oh, Minato. What can I do for you? And why have you summoned me when there is no battle going on? Actually, I want you to take me and my family back to Mount Miyaboku. There's something I want to talk to Gamamaru-sama about. Oh, okay. You could have asked me that in the first place. Hop in. As Kamabunta laid down and opened his mouth. As the family walked inside, with a puff of smoke, they were reverse summoned back to Mount Miyaboku. As after arriving there, they left Gamabunta's mouth. There. Now I'm going to relax, Kaki. Take your time and enjoy the place. As after that, Fukusaka and Shima came. What is it you want, Minato boy? Ah, is this your tadpole? Yes, Kamamaru-sama. Ah, hello there, Kushi-chan, said Shima. Hello, Ma. How you been doing? Ah, fine. Here and there, you know. Ma, Pa, I need to ask you a question, said Minato with seriousness. What is it, Minato boy? What do you want to ask? A question that you could have summoned us there. Why did you arrive here then? It is regarding the prophecy that Jiraiya-sensei told us. Is this the only prophecy? See, I told you, Shima, that idiot was a fool. And he didn't even bother to listen to the whole thing before he left. Matakon, what was Jiraiya thinking? Minato's gut feeling became worse, as if someone was twisting it by shoving a sword down there. Was there more? Yes, I'm afraid there was more. A bad one. Just like a story, the one with happy ending and a bad ending as well is the choice of character. And unfortunately, it is one of your sons. And I do believe that this boy here is the son that was referred in the prophecy, no? I hope so, Minato said, as Kushina and Menma looked at him. Minato, what do you mean? Menma is the child of prophecy, right? She said, not sure herself. I don't know. What Kakashi said about Naruto, his hatred and jealousy. What if he becomes the demon that... Shush, Minato. Our son is not a demon. I don't want to believe that as well, Kushina, but I'm afraid. I don't want to know what he will do. What we will do. What the whole elemental nation will do without their chakra. And what Naruto will do with all that chakra. I will stop him, Menma said. Even though it hurts. Even though I have to go against my Nissan. I will stop him. I will bring him back. Right, you sure you will, said none other than Fukusaka, and we will help you. But kid, are you ready to train in the most hardest training ever? As Minato's eyes went, Pa, you can't be. Shush, Minato, I am. He is ready. He is determined, and I know for sure he can master it. As this was going on, we go back to Naruto in the forest. As we see, he was wearing clothes similar to Ryu from Street Fighter, white robes with black belt, as he was sitting in a meditative position. meditating. Soon we go into Naruto's mindscape. His eyes open. It was a dark place with red water underneath his feet. Oh, a failure has arrived. He saw civilians everywhere with horrified looks glaring at him, looking at him with disgust. In the center, he saw his family. They all looked at him with these cruel smirks on their faces with hatred. As Naruto realized his senses words, it was his inner demons that he created. He must overpower them, if not embrace them. He chose overpowering. It was hard. He fought them, one by one, brutally butchering each and every one of them. At the end, the demon started to absorb inside of his own body. Suddenly his back started to burn. Kanji were written down on his back, engraved forever. Akuma was written there. On the other side, Akuma was happy. He saw Naruto's blonde locks turned bright red as blood. Naruto's eyes opened, revealing golden eyes with slits. Before they were blonde hair and blue hues, but now they were red blood hair with golden dragon-like eyes. As Akuma took out his beaded necklace and gave it to Naruto, "Here. Congratulations, my successor. You have overpowered your demons and became the new Akuma." As Naruto accepted this with a smirk, "Sensei, you knew, didn't you, that there was no embracing the demons, it was only overpowering them?" As Akuma gave him a cruel smirk, "Yes, but I wanted you to find that out by yourself. If you couldn't, then you would have died, and I would have buried you here and went on my way. You would have been deemed unworthy. But I guess I was right. You are worthy. Now, let's start your training, since you have unlocked your chakra, the perfect one, the purest form ever." As both of them suddenly got into a fighting stance, as clenching their fist, both of them charged their chakra levels up. This is amazing. I thought only shinobis after using jutsus can discharge their chakra, but regaining chakra by this state is amazing. It is absorbing state, Naruto. We absorb chakra like this, convert it into pure form of energy, chi, and with that we can do this. He turned towards a tree and said, "Hodoken!" as a red energy blast formed out of his hands and destroyed 8 trees in a single row. You can do the same now. You have more chakra than anyone I have ever seen, Naruto. Try it." As Naruto did the same hand movements as his sensei, he felt energy going through his vein, coursing through them, going towards his hand. "Hodoken!" Naruto said. A giant ball of energy formed, much larger than Grand Fireball Jutsu, as it launched towards the trees. But it wasn't enough. It devastated and leveled the whole land, as well as the whole forest. Akuma's eyes widened. "Perfect. Impressive." "I thought that you had the skills and you were worthy, but you are even more better than me. Now, Naruto, as for your final test, fight me. Fight me until I can't stand. If you are able to defeat me, then you will be the one to hold on the title of the newest Akuma, Akuma of the Elemental Nations." Naruto's eyes widened before he got into the stance with narrowed eyes. Both of them fought, equally matched. Fists clashed with each other. They both deflected each other's fists, crucial ones that hit their nervous systems. But Naruto was able to land few hits that dislocated Akuma's shoulders and cracked few ribs. As Naruto jumped away, as Akuma charged towards Naruto, as Naruto bended his knees down, his fist clenched near his chest. As his fist launched up, giving uppercut to Akuma, Shoryuken, as a dragon row of red energy and golden eyes formed out of Naruto's fist as Naruto was twisting in the air going upwards as Akuma was thrown back 100 meters away. creating a huge crater there, as Akuma chuckled before passing out. Wonderful. You have surpassed me, Naruto. You are the new Akuma. As Akuma passed away after the battle, a smile on his face, as Naruto arrived near his sensei. He was wearing white robe still, but the kanji was known for Akuma. Thank you, sensei, for teaching me. I will honor your legacy, Naruto said, as he tied his hair in a ponytail, which has grown long now, due to the time passing and being left unattended. Naruto was, from the day he left, at the age of 13 now. He had to make a name for himself, so, after bringing his sensei there and paying his respect, he started to venture village to village, eradicating evil bandits, dictators, and rogue shinobis, bringing them back to their honorable villages. If the village double-crossed them, he will kill their shinobis mercilessly. Iwa was a kind example of this. Iwa lost 800 shinobi, and Naruto left that place without a scratch. He was given the title Akuma because of the kanji written back behind his back. His full title was Akuma of the Land of Elemental Nations. Threat rank S. If you ever encounter him, pray that he will end your life or ignore you if he wishes. Otherwise, do not engage. Abilities unknown. And power level unknown. Affiliation to village unknown. Any relatives unknown. Age 13 or so. This was printed into the bingo book by Iwa and the international bingo book of all the villages. As Naruto's next stop was Takigakure. As he entered that place, he saw a girl with green hair and tan skin with orange eyes getting beaten by a mob. As Naruto arrived there, what the hell is going on? Why are you beating that girl? Naruto saw that the girl was his age. She's a demon. What of it? Oh, I'm a demon as well. And let me show you what a real demon is. Cause all I can see is a defenseless girl. Oh yeah? Let's just show him what we are. As they all charged. But their charging screams turned into shrieks of horror and pain and agony. Naruto broke every one of them beyond repair, killing each and every one of them slowly and painfully as possible. On the other side, Fu was watching this, terrified, but Chome was telling her to calm down, and he was afraid himself for once in his lifetime. What is this power? Is the prophecy that Kurama gave is coming true finally? Fu, go towards him. He will save you. He will protect you. Are you sure, Chome? Yes. Go now. As Naruto was standing there, covered in blood, looking towards the sky. Yosh. Inner peace. Naruto was calming his nerves down. He couldn't believe he let his hatred get control over him for a few moments. As he saw someone approaching him, his gaze turned towards the girl who was approaching him. Yellow's eyes met orange hues. My name is Fu. Thank you for helping me. Naruto. That is my real name. Naruto said with a smile, a kind one. I apologize because I wasn't here to save you earlier. I have heard your screams for a mile away. That is why I came here, to see what was going on. I could have saved you earlier on. No, it's fine. At least you saved me. No one bothered with me here. Tell you what. I can train you. You can come with me. Are you sure? Won't I be a burden? No. No, you won't. Naruto said with a smile. As he gained a companion for himself, Naruto knew what he wanted. But wherever he went, one thing was evident. Hatred, pride, arrogance, and rogue shinobis. They were the cause of the civilians' terror, and not only that, their sorrow. Naruto himself knew that being from a shinobi family, what it felt like to be ignored, and not only that, to be tormented by those who were more stronger than him. So he gained an ambition to eradicate chakra out of existence, even if it means losing his abilities as well. Then Naruto gained an idea as he was sleeping one night with Fu. Not together, I mean separately. As his eyes opened, he smirked. Good. Good indeed. Where can I find people who will help me? Suddenly, as if hearing his words, a plant-like creature erupted from the ground. We will help you, Naruto. Come with us. Join us. We have the same ambitions as you. Who are you? My name is Zetsu. I am from Akatsuki. We have an ambition, Naruto, and my leader is interested in you. What about my companion? She can come as well. As Zetsu led both of them towards Amegakure, unknown to them, where Akatsuki was situated. As after arriving there with his companion Fu, Naruto entered their hall, where he saw a figure standing there. Naruto could recognize one of them. It was Itachi Uchiha, the one who massacred his clan, as he heard 2 days after he left the village. It was all over the elemental nation. The Uchiha clan was no more, killed by its own hair. As Itachi's eyes widened, who are you? You're not Naruto. I was told that Akuma was Naruto. Figures. My color is changed and so have my eyes. But I am still me, Itachi-ni-san. It's me, Naruto Uzumaki no Mikaze. You know who I am, and only Naruto can call me that. I know your secret identity as well, Bezel-ni-san. Itachi's eyes widened. You have confirmed that you are Naruto, but how come you changed so much? What was your saying in the shinobi code and line of work? A shinobi never reveals his secret. Same could be said for me, a trademark secret. Enough, said Pain, the one with Rinnegan eyes. We have called you here for one thing. We want you to join this organization. What is your goal? We want peace. What way? Peace can only be achieved after gaining the 9 Bijus and reviving the 10 Tails. I will capture each and every one of the people on this planet in infinite Tsukiyomi, a genjutsu on a larger scale, in which each and every one of them will be happy. As Naruto was silent, hearing the whole story from the said leader, as he laughed. His laughter turned into a full-blown laughter. Really, are you crazy? This stupid? As everyone was silent. Watch your tone, said Kisame. Oh, sushi breath. You wanna go? But later on, I have to clarify something. Or want you to clarify something. That genjutsu will run on chakra, right? Yes, obviously. Who will be casting that genjutsu? Me, said Pain. Do you have infinite chakra? No, I have a limit. Everyone has. Why do you ask such stupid questions? Are you going to join us or not? You answered my question. You're stupid. You're all stupid idiots. Haven't you seen the flaw in your own plan? Once you run out of chakra, 1 year, let's just say, suppose 1 year later you run out of chakra, what will happen then? If what you tell me is true, a tree grown from chakra from the ground of earth will absorb natural chakra, the chakra from people. Eventually everything will die out. Even the Bijus will die out. What next then? Your so-called peace is nothing but a suicide plan. But for what? I hope. As Obito realized something, what Naruto was saying was true. There is a huge flaw, said Konan, as everyone's eyes widened. What? said Deidara. So you mean to say what we were doing was idiotic from the beginning? I should have known, said Sasori. It was nothing but a waste of time. As Pain looked towards Naruto, regaining his composure. Regardless, after getting all the bijus and getting them under my control, I can rule this whole elemental nation with Iron Fist. Fear. Don't scare someone so much that he forgets what fear is. I have fought my inner demons, my own fears, and overcame them. I do not fear anything, not even you or Madara himself. Naruto said, looking towards the orange masked person as everyone's eyes widened. How do you know my identity? I remember you. I have seen each and every one of my memories from the day I first opened my eyes into the world. I saw you, Obito. As Itachi's eyes widened, Obito? As Obito finally dropped the mask. So what you know about me? Other than that, I'm your father's student. That man is not my father. He has been disowned by me. As for what I know and how I know, that man left me unattended to my own devices. So I had nothing better to do than to study. I studied about you, about Rin. Don't say her name. Why? She sacrificed herself for the village. She was murdered in cold blood by my own best friend, Kakashi Harake. Do you think Kakashi is such a fool? He gave you a promise. And besides, those Kiri bastard from the reports turned her into the Jinchuriki of Isubu, the three-tailed turtles, which they put a seal on her, a time bomb seal that the Biju will be released once set inside the village. As Obito's eyes widened, you're lying. Here are the reports. I have kept a copy and log of each and every one of them. It is the only thing I took when I left. A diary I wrote down on each and every important event that happened in the history of Konoha. I Naruto threw the diary at Obito as Obito caught it and read the page 86 to 108. It can't be, he said before dropping the diary. Is it a lie? Tell me, is it a lie or not? No, it is not. These are the last words that Rin said. You wanna know the fun fact? It was Inoichi Yamanaka who confirmed this. He walked inside Kakashi Harake's mind to see what occurred because Kakashi was shell-shocked, traumatized as much as you was. As Obito was on his knees on the verge of breaking, everyone was surprised. Itachi knew one thing for sure by now. Naruto has turned dangerous, far more dangerous than what he has anticipated. He cannot unfortunately allow him to live, as Itachi charged at Naruto with intent to kill, but Naruto did something that no one saw coming. Naruto dodged him and grappled his neck in a chokehold before snapping it, killing Itachi. Rest well, Itachi-ni-san. You made a mistake coming after me. As Itachi was dead in a swift motion. You do not feel remorse, do you? Said Kakazu. Jashin-sama will love your blood. Your Jashin-sama can suck my dick off. As the Jashinist and the immortal Kakazu charged at Naruto. But the end result was both of them laid on the ground, proven not so be so much of an immortal. As Konan, Sasori, Deidara, Zetsu, Roken Obito, and Pain stood there watching this unfold. Well then, they were not redeemable. As Naruto sniffed the air, I can sniff burning rage from you, he said, pointing towards Zetsu. So you were the mastermind behind all of this. You were the one who manipulated Madara. You were the one who manipulated Obito. As Naruto dashed towards him at blinding speed. Hadouken! As Zetsu felt energy burning from his chest as his white turned into a tree before black glove was left to the ground. Oh no you don't, Naruto said as he smashed his fist to the ground, getting Zetsu out of it. As Naruto then said, Oh, Hadouken! As after one after another, 8 energy blasts, huge amount of chakra
was fired at him. Zetsu was disintegrated into nothingness. Not even molecules of it survived. Good. Done. Now, as for why I didn't kill you, you were redeemable in my eyes. You, Conan, and him. You are Jiraiya's student from Amegakure, right? I presume this is the same place, as both of them nodded. You were manipulated by Obito, but Obito was manipulated by Madara, and Madara was manipulated by him. He was the will of Kaguya. Kaguya Otsutsuki. Who is she? Said Pain. The mother of all chakra. The rabbit goddess. The mother of Sage of the Sixth Path himself. As everyone's eyes widened after Naruto said this verse. What are you going to do now? I'm going to take away the chakra of this whole world. These shinobi do not need it. They are arrogant. They cause harm, destruction using it. But where will you hide such chakra? Where else other than inside my own body? Not even my hairs will carry this out. The chakra will die once I die. What about the Bijus? They will turn into sentient beings, but they won't be able to use chakra as well. Shomi's eyes widened. No, we cannot let you do this. It will cause uproar in the balance of the world. I do not care. Chome. How can you hear me? I am a demon, and a demon can hear other demons' voices, Naruto said with a heavy voice, before he walked away. Fu, are you following me or not? He said, at the exit, looking back. Hi. Fu, what are you doing? It is dangerous. His ambitions are dangerous. No, he's right. Chakra is causing more harm than good. It is good that if it is gone, there might be some chance of peace. As unfortunately, Itachi was alive. On the brink of that, at least, Itachi with his Sharingan recorded everything and wrote down a letter. As he summoned a crow and sent that letter back to Konoha and towards Jiraiya. As his eyes finally closed, I'm sorry, Kachan, Tochan. I'm sorry, Naruto. His eyes closed before he passed away. As the whole building collapsed suddenly, burning there, burning the bodies inside. Nothing left there. On the other side, in Konohagakure, we see Jiraiya standing at the gates. Why did Minato call me back? I wonder. As a crow came, landed on his shoulder, with a scroll in his beak. Huh? Itachi, why is he sending his message out in the open? Before the crow poofed away. Jiraiya's eyes widened once he read this message. He dashed towards the Hokage tower. He wanted Minato to know about this. As we go inside the council chamber to see Minato there with the council members, as Jiraiya burst into the door. Jiraiya Sensei, we have a lot to talk about, but we are currently in a meeting. Unfortunately, you have to wait. No, it's about Naruto. As everyone turned towards Jiraiya. What, you found him? No. Itachi, he sent me a letter. Sensei, what do you mean? He's dead. Itachi is dead. Naruto killed him. The Akatsuki, they're all gone. Naruto killed them all. As everyone's eyes widened. But how? I was sure that pup was weak. Yes. Unfortunately, Minato's older son was weaker than his younger one. And plus him being a Jinchuriki, he's much stronger than Naruto. No. He's Akuma. Akuma of the elemental nations. Itachi confirmed that. And not only that, his ambition. He wants to take away the chakra of the whole elemental nations away. He wants to take away our ability to mold it, to use it. What makes us shinobi? As everyone's eyes widened, they were shell-shocked. That a kid they all ignored, that thought weak, has become so strong. but his ambitions were dangerous. We have to stop him. I'm afraid, Minato, you have to take actions against your own son. Unfortunately, even at the cost of his life, he must be stopped. I have to call a Kage summit then. On the other side, Naruto walked inside the Uchiha ruins. I have to find a seal here. As after studying Fuinjutsu there for 1 month, while the Kage summit was going on, he was able to find a seal created by Uzumaki's for the whole world. Naruto knew it was for one person, but after deciphering it, he could use it to cast it for the whole world to take away their chakra and ability to mold it and use it ever again. Naruto smirked. As with that, he left. He heard one thing. The Kage summit occurred in the land of fire, land of iron, and he knew the Kages will gather there. He had to wait, as if the luck was on his side. Once he left Uzushio, he found out that the Kage summit was going to happen. He marched straight towards the land of fire, land of iron. As we go towards the land of iron, inside a council of Kages, as all 5 Kages were sitting there. Mei Turumi representing Kiri, Oniki representing Iba, Kumo represented by A, Gara representing Sunagakure, Minato representing none other than Konoha himself. As for Gara, he was normal even before the Chunin exams, and not only that, he made peace with his inner demons, accepted them, and hence, after becoming friends with Ichibi, he regained peace and sleep. He was even the strongest shinobi and named as the successor of Rasa after Rasa passed away due to a heart attack and became the 4th Kazekage. Why have you called us here? My son is Akuma of the elemental nations. As the Kage's eyes widened, your son caused so much destruction. He traumatized my shinobis. What you did, he made it look like a child's play. That is why I'm here. We must stop him. Because what he's about to do, it will brew a huge fire that will burn the whole elemental nations. What do you mean? I mean to say is that his ambition is to take away the chakra from all of the elemental nations, so we can't use it anymore. What makes a shinobi? He wants to take away our identity. And as a Kage, you can't let that happen, Mei Trumi said. True that you gave birth to a little tidal wave, but that tidal wave turned into a full-on tsunami, and now it will absorb everything, destroy everything that is coming in its way. Good. Your son really is one heck of a tornado, destroying everything in his path. I say he's an earthquake. More like a sandstorm. No, more like fire, said Minato, but we must stop him. As Naruto knocked on the door, as all Kages turned towards him, as the door suddenly busted open from its hinges, flying towards them, as they reflected the door. May I come in? Naruto said, as he walked inside, Fu behind him. Minato's eyes widened, and so did everyone else. Naruto? What happened to you? Hello, Minato. Minato's eyes widened. He remembered Naruto has disowned him. As for what happened to me, I became Akuma. I became a demon that will cause fear in whole elemental nations. And you don't have to worry about peace. I'm going to make you proud, father. As Naruto slapped the seal on the ground, a huge matrix appeared, covering the whole room, as he made one hand seal standing in the center. As the shinobi suddenly all froze, the Hanbus, every one of them, even the samurais, were frozen, as Naruto started to absorb chakra as the matrix glowed. Suddenly the matrix started to spread more and more and more until it covered the whole world. The whole world's chakra was being absorbed, from nature, from the summons, from the shinobis, even from the civilians. They were alive somehow, but the chakra, their coils, all were gone. It took a painful 1 hour for the grown-up shinobis, and almost half an hour for the Genins, as back in Konoha many of the Genins and Menma were screaming, while Kushina was also screaming in agony. As after 1 hour has passed, Naruto had absorbed all the chakra. As Oniki tried to float towards Naruto using particle style, but he couldn't. He was slammed into the floor. As Naruto smirked, "You can't use chakra. I've taken that ability from you. Now there will be peace. If you want to fight, you have to go there by yourself to resolve your issues." As Naruto was about to walk away, the sage appeared. "Hold on." As everyone's eyes widened, there was an old man with Rinnegan, 6 Magatamas on which he was floating, a black staff, white robe. "The sage of the 6 paths," said Oniki, as the other Kages gasped with surprise as Naruto turned towards. "What do you want, sage?" "I know what you made was a rash decision, but it was a good one, and I agree with you. They used my ninshu and turned it into chakra, ninjutsu. It caused destruction and havoc everywhere. It was meant to bring people together, but they caused harm and distances between one another. I will not stop you, but please, promise me that you will use it for good." "I will not use it at all, nor for good, nor for evil. I am neutral, the in-between. I do not feel. I do not fear." Naruto with those words parted. "Goodbye." "Naruto, wait!" Minato said. "Please, forgive us. Come home." As Naruto smirked, "Too late. Naruto is dead. I'm Akuma." As Naruto with those words parted, as Minato was clenching the dirt on all his force as tears fell from his eyes to the ground. After this whole ordeal, 1 year has been passed. The conflicts between the villages subsided finally, as 1 year later they formed an alliance. 1 year more later, there was peace now. No more fighting. 2 more years later, the whole elemental nations turned into one nation, but they named it the Elemental Nation. On the meanwhile, outside the Elemental Nation, on a huge mountain, there was a huge grass, a pond, and a house. Behind it was a field in which corpses were grown. As Naruto was sitting, meditating, in his porch, as his wife came in. "Anata, come inside, it's getting stormy." "Ah, right, Fu-chan, I'll come inside." Yes, Naruto has married his companion Fu after they fell in love with Naruto's endeavors. As for why no one came there, Naruto had, with the ability of using Fuinjutsu, secured a place that no one can get inside and find his location. His brother searched for him for 5 years to find him, but he couldn't. The people respected him now for bringing peace. The civilians did. The shinobis at first held grudge against him, but they saw his decision and what it brought. Peace. No more war, no more pain, and they accepted. They were finally happy. And hence this is where I'm going to be leaving this story of, guys. I hope you like this one, and if you do, please leave a like and subscribe to my channel if you like the content of this channel, as this is Apollo Uchiha and I'm signing out. Peace.